Welcome to PCE, Upper Intermediate Module B, Day 7. First word is version. Now, it's a form of something that is slightly different from the other forms of the same thing. So, to put it into maybe an easier example, the iPhone, right? The iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6. They're both iPhones, but they are different versions. So a version is a countable noun. How many syllables? Version. 2, stress on the first. Version. This is the latest version, and it has several new features. Number 2 is promotion. Promotion are activities to advertise something, and it's a countable noun. How many syllables are in promotion? 3, stress on the second. Promotion. There was a promotion in the supermarket. Then we have promotional, something that advertises something, but this is an adjective. How many syllables are in promotional? 4, stress on the second. Promotional. It's a new promotional campaign. Finally, we have promote. Promote is to encourage people to like, buy, use, do something, or support something. This is a verb. How many syllables are in promote? 2, stress on the second. Promote. They are aggressively promoting the new product. Third word is switch. Switch is change from one to the other. It's a verb. How many syllables are in switch? Just 1. Switch. Bilingual speakers can switch between languages. We also have switch, which is a small device that can turn something on or off, like a light switch. It's a countable noun, 1 syllable, same pronunciation, switch. Can you flip the switch? Number 4 is desperate. Desperate is very serious or bad. Adjective. How many syllables are in desperate? 2 or 3. Stress is on the first syllable. Desperate. The situation is desperate. We have no food or water. Then we have desperately, extremely, or very much. And it's usually a negative. It's an adverb. How many syllables? Desperately. 3 or 4, stress is in the first. Desperately. They desperately wanted a child. Finally, we have desperation. The feeling you have when you're in a very bad situation. This is an uncountable noun. How many syllables are in desperation? 4 syllables, stresses on the third. Desperation. In desperation, they jumped out of the window. Number 5 is roughly. Roughly means about or approximately. It's an adverb. How many syllables are in roughly? 2, stress on the first. Roughly. There are roughly 7 billion people in the world, right? More or less. Number 6 is swear. Swear has 2 meanings. One could be a bad word or a rude word. The other one could be strongly promise. So we're looking at the verb. How many syllables are in swear? Just 1. Swear. It was a real shock to hear my mother swear. First definition. I swear I'm telling you the truth. Second definition. Number 7 is atmosphere. Atmosphere is the character, feeling, or mood of a place or situation. It's a noun. How many syllables are in atmosphere? 3, stress on the first. Atmosphere. The atmosphere in the class was terrible after they saw their test scores. Number 8 is pale. Pale is someone who has very light skin, but it's negative. Sometimes when people feel scared or sick, they look pale. So very, very white. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in pale? Just 1. Pale. You look pale. Are you feeling okay? Number 9 is will. Will is the mental power or determination to do something. Even though it's difficult, you continue. It's a noun. 1 syllable. Will. From an early age, she had a very strong will. Then we have willful, which is to do something intentionally or to be stubborn. So this word is somewhat negative. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in willful? 2. Stress on the first. Willful. I'm bothered by willful ignorance. Finally, we have strong-willed. Strong-willed is someone who has a strong will. They may be stubborn. Adjective. He's very strong-willed, so sometimes it's difficult to work with him. Number 10 is right. It's something that you are entitled to have, something that belongs to you, that people cannot take away. So it's a noun, one syllable, right. The country was criticized for violating human rights. Number 11 is setting. Setting is a time and place of something, particularly a movie or book. It's a noun. How many syllables are in setting? 2. Stresses on the first. Setting. The setting of the movie is Europe during World War II. Setting comes from the word set, which is where something is put or placed. It's a verb. One syllable, set. The book is set in ancient China. Number 12 is negotiate. Negotiate is a formal discussion between two or more people to try and agree. It's a verb. How many syllables are in negotiate? 4. Stress on the second. Negotiate. I'm negotiating a new contract. Then we have negotiation. Negotiation is a formal discussion to try and agree. It's a noun. It has 5 syllables, stress on the 4th syllable. Negotiation. The negotiation between staff and management broke down. Finally, we have negotiator. It's somebody whose job is to negotiate. So it's a countable noun. How many syllables in negotiator? 5. Stress on the second. Negotiator. Skillful negotiators will be needed to settle this. Sentence number 1. He desperately promoted the failing movie. He desperately promoted the failing movie. Sentence 2. I swear that we will negotiate better rights. I swear that we will negotiate better rights. Sentence 3. The atmosphere in the room immediately switched. The atmosphere in the room immediately switched. Okay, good job for completing day 7.